Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the AltProto AMX 30. It's the Tier 8 French premium medium tank that everybody seems to be actually trying to get on a marathon at the moment. And this one's on the North Spawn of Prokhorovka under the command of Citron01. He sent me in a couple of replays showing this new tank. In fact, he's the first one to send one in to us. We are expecting to get some replays potentially for the Caliban and the other tanks that are coming out in the loot boxes. We'll hope that somebody will send some in so that we can actually have a look at them and see how they perform. Well, the AltProto AMX 30, well, Klaus Kellerman seemed to like it to start with, but it does have quite a lot of faults, unfortunately. It's got a 100mm gun, which is capable of doing 300 alpha and 232mm of penetration, but it's not so accurate. Oh, except when Citron fires and hits the target bang on. And he managed to dodge a shell from that TNH and gets a hit, but it's a low roll. And you can see the enemy is firing back, and I think he's being spotted by that 110 I should say. Okay, he's getting decent pen, and he's getting some high rolls as well as low rolls, some pretty substantial high rolls as well. Oh, that's his first bad shell. Yes, Klaus Kellerman said he rather liked it. He said this would become his new favourite tank, but for the fact it can't hit a barn door if it's inside the barn. Yeah, pretty diabolical accuracy, but I think that might be down to Klaus actually, because Citron01 is getting excellent shots on the enemy and he's about to kill that T10, except of course the standard B on his team managed to get the kill instead. This is a tier 9 game and this is a tier 8 tank, so Citron01 will earn more XP if he can get accurate shots on the enemy, and he has been playing this one for a little while, so he is getting good. Standard B, thin armor. No problem, look at that. Massive hit. He got 271 from his shot, which is a low roll, but 730 from the spotting, thanks to the standard B on his own team. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was. May have been. No, it's somebody else. It's the spotting he managed to get, not the standard B, sorry. So he's got another pen, this time on the Oho. Progetto, easy. No, not so easy. It was a very thin turret to actually hit. Can get that TNH though. Oh, he didn't hit it. It seems that you have to let it dial in to get really accurate shots, and there he got that one in. Mind you, he is using premium ammo and that will help, and he unfortunately takes his first big hit from the enemy. It's an Oho hit. Oh, that's Arty. Yep, you can hear it coming in even if you don't have sound detection telling you that something's on the way, and you can hear that rumble in the distance and you know it's meant for you. So then's the time to move. As an Arty player though, I don't want you to move, I want you to stay still so you take the shot. But if I was playing a medium, obviously I want to get out of the way before the shell arrives. Oh, another hit! Progetto 66 this time, but he took one in the tracks and he's stationary now till he fixes them. We might be expecting an Arty shell soon. Unless he's changed target. That might be so. As you know, the AMX 30 does have a rather nice turret. Well, this one seems to have a fairly beefy turret in terms of it's actually quite a bit bigger than its ancestor, or not its ancestor, but its successor. The AMX 30 has a very nicely rounded turret. Another hit! CS53 this time, so maybe Klaus was playing it too early. maybe he wasn't getting good results simply because he hadn't played it enough. Because Citron01 is getting excellent damage. He's up to 3.5k of damage already and 3.5k spotted. So combined 7k already. Oh yes, he's got a teammate who's getting in the way as well. Last thing he wants is for Arty to fire around him right now whilst he's being handicapped by one of his own teammates. Well, there's the Arty on our team doing some damage. Just took out the Oho.
Moving to support your position.
Yes, this T54E1 is a bit of a liability at the moment. Excellent shot. Again, he gets some damage. He gets a high roll, 365. The Arty just hit the T54E1, so thank goodness he wasn't anywhere near when the shell came in. There's another one hitting the T54 because he was stationary. It kind of indicates that Citron01 is not spotted at the moment, and unfortunately a T54E1 has gone, but well, he wasn't helping Citron01 much, and Citron01's now turned around so he can make fast getaway when he needs to. There are 2 tanks down on the enemy, and he's now up to 3,780 hit points of damage.
Moving to cover your flank.
He must be the lead player on his team at the moment. Okay, he turns this tank around so he can move forward and help the standard B. I'm waiting for the next round from that batch at 155, 51 to be firing in this direction. Or 155, 55, what am I saying? It's the tier 9. And they've got 2 of them. And they both seem to be focusing on this area of the map. Okay, the standard B's got the other side of the hill. And he's moving towards the enemy cap area. Now he might get some shots from up here on the hill. We'll see how accurate it is at long range. There's one of them. And he didn't last very long. 50 TP got him. We're now even on kills. Looks like the enemy has actually gone mostly over the other side of the map. And our guys found out where they were. And there's one of the Lorraines. And Lorraines? The Batchats. Oh no, it's not a Batchat. It was a Lorraine, but he's gone, and so unfortunately it's our standard B. Now, you go up near the junction. I go up near the junction. You've got a railway carriage that's on fire, but it does provide some form of a barrier. Unfortunately, oh, he wasn't seen when he went over the edge, but the E75, oh, he's hit him again at long range. Low roll, 292. This is very good. Now, we don't know where the CS53 is. He was up near the centre, but I think he's fallen back to the west side of the map. And we just saw the tracer from one of the enemy Arty. He's firing blind over there at the moment, but he's working it out on the last known positions. Total ammo you get is 50 rounds, and that's quite a lot, but it's a medium tank load. Yeah, that didn't hit anything. Neither did that. It's too open an area to try and get across the middle here. The 50 TP's in a much better position to push on the enemy and force them to expose themselves so that we can get shots at long range. If he goes up to those bushes right at the centre line on the ridges, he can quickly get closer and closer to them until they start revealing where they are. Some of them might be in those bushes over there as well. Yep, there's one of them. He just came across, but he's been tracked. And he's now out the game, but unfortunately we did lose the 50 TP to the one of their Arties. Yes, those batch at 155, 55's both got a kill apiece. Oh, now we've got an enemy coming our way. It's the Skoda, the T56. They're in the loot boxes now. And another one, but it's a low roll this time, 278. He needs help. He can't do this on his own. He needs some help. He gets one into the armor, but it didn't actually stop the guy. And he's getting closer. Puts one in through the lower plate. Good shot. He actually tracked him as well, I think, at the same time. And there goes the Skoda, taken out, in this case, by the Scorpion. Unfortunately, we've got an enemy tank on his way up to our cap, the AMX 1390. And all we've got up there is Arty, and there's one of them gone. I'm afraid that despite Citron01 doing exceptionally well down this end of the map, the rest of his teammates just fell apart. And now it looks like the enemy's going to try and cap out. One of our Arty's gone up on the hill. The Lorraine is over the other side, on the other side of the railway line. And that AMX 1390 looks like he wants to try and get him. Citron01's making a mercy dash as quickly as he can. 65 kilometers an hour, top speed. He'll probably get back in time, but he has actually missed his teammates being killed. AMX 1390 did take a hit. Can he get another one in? Oh! Well, he did get him, but unfortunately the SU-130 PM managed to get Citron01, and he's out the game. And the last member of our team alive, oh, what a waste. As you all know, I thoroughly disapprove of anyone suiciding at the end of a match. Certainly an Arty player should never do it. They should always try and get more damage, even if they have to ram the enemy to get it. But you never suicide like that, because not only does it deprive the enemy of getting the bonus, because of course they can't get 100% kills, but it is also bad sportsmanship. That's why so many people complain about Arty when they do something like that, or drown themselves. So please don't do it. Anyway, Citron01 managed to get an ace tanker in his AltProto AMX 30. So he did well in the battle. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7. A fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. A Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And he also got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And despite the fact that he got 10.1k combined damage, it was a defeat. You can't do it all on your own. And in this battle, it appeared that that's exactly what he was having to do. He got 5,815 hit points of damage. That was the high caliber. 4,504 went to the SU-130 PM that actually killed him right at the end of the game. And the third highest damage in the game was actually their batch at 155.55, 3,708 hit points. So one Arty was playing well. The highest number of kills in the game actually went to the SU-130 PM. He got 5 kills, 1/3 of Citron01's team. But the second highest damage actually was one of the Proto T-Post Standard Bs and the Scorpion with 3 kills each. Citron01 only got the 1 kill. When it came to base XP, it's actually the SU-130 PM that got the top score with 1,339 XP. 1,240 went to the AMX 1390 that he managed to kill right at the very end. But yes, he got the third highest base XP with 1,101. Excuse me. He fired 33 shots, got 22 direct hits and 18 penetrations, 1 splash. Damage of 5,815 hit points, of which 2,667 were at more than 300 meters. He took 8 hits from the enemy. 4 of them penetrated, 3 non-penetrations, and 1 hit by way of splash from Arty. 640 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 6 enemy vehicles spotted. 10 enemy vehicles damaged and 1 killed. That's a 9 difference to get his Confederate. And 4,353 hit points of spotting assist. Now, he earned 121,053 credits from the battle, and after all the extras, as well as the Achievements Award, because it was a loss, he picked up 176,735 credits, and that's even though he did have to fire some premium rounds. He also earned 5,353 XP from quite a good battle that lasted a long time. He did his best. He really did. Anyway, let's have a look at the second battle and see how he gets on in that one. The second replay is on Arctic Region and it's on the northeast spawn. Okay, game underway. Let's see how he gets on this one. Now the armour is fairly thin. Not super thin, it's fairly thin. 60mm at the front, 40mm at the side, 30 at the rear. And the turret's got 150mm right at the front. Not sure why he fired there, but anyway, he's going to get some help, I think, from the T-44. Whoa, slid down there. Now this one's a tier 8 game. And of course he's tier 8, so yeah, he's got some the same opposition. Whether or not he's going to get the ace tanker is going to depend very much on how much damage he can do. Now, now I think he decided against firing at the M4 and of course the Centurion because of Carnarvon, because of course he thought it'd be difficult to pen. He's probably right. But he did get that shot in. And he's bounced all around so far. Gets another pen, bounces another round from the... Is it the... it's a Centurion 5-1. It's the Australian Centurion. I didn't see the barbecue on the back. Now, that... I'm not sure why he raised his gun like that. I think he realises that his time in the game is over, and he has gone now. Yes, I think he realised that there was no way he was going to survive the next shot, so he just basically raised his gun and said thank you very much and I'll go back to the garage. He's trying to get shots, I think, there on the Scorpion off in the distance. Nope, didn't get through the Carnarvon. So he was having ease with the Centurion, just not with the Carnarvon. Or maybe it was just the wrong angle. We'll see in a second.
Withdraw from that position.
Okay, I think he's trying to say, get out of my way. I want to go through that way. Or is he trying to use this corner to get enough angle on the enemy? Oh, yes, he is going to try and go that way. This is dicey. Oh, yes, he's going to go in for a bath, but he will get out of it. Just goes to show how slippery this area is and how dangerous it is for any tank that uses it. He knows it can be done. He needs to get the other side of that Carnarvon. He can pen it. Yes! Lower plate. Now, can you get the other side of it to get past it? I'll be surprised if he can do it. It really does look a little too steep. And yes, he's got to deal with the M4 on the other side of it. He gets one round in, takes a round from the M4. The Liberté. Trying to get around in through the tracks. And the guy's immediately taken out by the T-54 first prototype, who must have been waiting for that to happen. In fact, he said thank you for doing it, and now he just needs to get past this rather sticky bit. That's it, he's done it. And that kind of now puts the enemy at a bit of a disadvantage, because he's now past that, what is it, the TD? It's a Wizzy? Yes, a Wizzy 1201 GFT. And now he's got someone behind him. He's well, he's threatened. He's in a crossfire. And now he is going to get taken damage. Yes, there you go. He's out. Yeah, the moment he turns sideways to our teammates, they could get 3 hits on him. But of course, this gun seems to be very, very good at penetrating. 232mm of pen. Really does well. And that's with the standard ammo. With the premium ammo, and he's not afraid to use it, he'll get 263mm. Can't see that Scorpion. Oh, there he is. Oh, well, I think he hit him there. He seems to have less in the hit points. Now, there's a Chieftain up there as well, apparently. Is that Chieftain? It says Chieftain T95. Okay, Hawk 12, he'll easily pen that guy. Nice hit! That was a nice hit. Low roll, 284. And he's on point on this game, Citron01. Bouncing rounds from the enemy. Progetto takes him around, but finally somebody gets a shot into him, and it's the Progetto 46 that does it. Not the other ones. Ah! Kills the Scorpion. This is what they call going point. He's right into the enemy territory. T44 is being helped, but now he has to pull back. Takes out the Scorpion with 1 shot. It's got a reasonably fast reload as well, 9.59 seconds, but I'm sure Citron01 has a much less than that. I can't see exactly how much it is because we're not using mods on this game. Puts one into the Progetto, but takes one in return, 261, and he's gone. There's only 4 enemies left. One of them's up north, and the Hawk is in the dip, I believe, and there's the... Is that the Chieftain? There's the Progetto. I think that's the one that hit him earlier. And he got one into him as well, but it's still low roll, 297. He'll get this one in as well. He's fully dialed in. Yes! 320. Gets a high roll. It's excellent gameplay by Citron01. I mean, this is a new tank, but he's mastering it. No problem at all. He's monstering the enemy, and there's only 2 of them left now. They're both over in that area. Took one from the Progetto. He popped up to take a shot, pulled back again immediately afterwards. Now his teammates are going in, which means the Progetto's got somebody else to fire at. And we can push. Yep, because he's occupied. There's the guy we were firing at. Chieftain's the last one, and he's gone, and that is a victory. Guns up. Here I come. Well done, Citron01. That really was an excellent battle in a brand new tank. Citron01 really does well in this one, and I'm surprised that Klaus didn't do so well, because if Citron's doing this well, surely Klaus could as well, but he didn't. Ace tanker for Citron01 in the AltProto AMX 30. He got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a bruiser, a fighter, a fire for effect, and a shell proof. He got a Spartan medal because he got at least 1 bounce or ricochet, a non-penetrating shot from the enemy when he had less than 10% of his hit points left. He got a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game and still being alive at the end. And he got a high caliber as well for dealing the most damage in that game. Very well done indeed. Let's have a look at team score. Well, there you go, right at the top of the table with 4,391 hit points. He's fairly consistent because he did seem to do about the same amount of damage in the previous game. The second highest damage was the Progetto that he was up against, that really difficult one inside. Got 3,364. He was the one who kept hitting him every now and then when he popped up. And the third highest damage in that game actually went to the Scorpion on his own team, but he only took 2,475. When it came to kills, it was, yes, it was Citron01 again. 5 kills to him, 3 kills to the Progetto on his own team, 2 kills to the other AltProto and the Progetto on his own team, and that a Pantera on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it's Citron01 again. So he's got top in all 3 columns on this game. 1,772, 1,038 went to the Progetto on his own team, and 897 went to the other Progetto. Okay, let's have a look at detail. 30 shots fired, 22 direct hits and 18 penetrations. He was firing a lot more standard ammo in this game. 4,391 hit points of damage, of which 871 was at more than 300 meters. 15 hits received from the enemy. 5 of them penetrated, 10 non-penetrations. Goes to show that the armor on the turret is actually quite good. It's quite bouncy, just like the actual real AMX-30. But it still can take rounds through the hull if it's fired from the right tank, like a Progetto. 2,920 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, 1,909 hit points off spotting assist, and that's mostly because he was playing from the front and his teammates did give him support, but he was way out ahead of them. 93,579 credits, 70,185 from personal reserves, total of 210,554, and he took away a profit of 125,724 credits from a game lasting 7 minutes long. 1,772 XP and a massive amount of bonus, personal reserves, missions payout and a premium. He actually took away 16,214 experience points from one battle. Just goes to show how good a player he is when you get those sort of bonuses. Very well played indeed. So the AltProto AMX30, will I be getting one? Don't think so, no, because I spend all my time doing videos nowadays rather than playing the game. So I don't know if I'm ever going to get one of these. It'll probably be gifted to me if I ever do get one, but I doubt if I will. But it certainly looks a very interesting tank. It's got similar characteristics to the AMX30 in that it's got very bouncy turret, but I think it's down to the player. And Citron01 really did play this one well, and Klaus Kellerman didn't. When he played it, he did like it, but he thought that it couldn't hit the barn doors. It just could not hit the target, even though it seemed to have speed, seemed to have a nice gun in terms of hitting power, good penetration, but useless accuracy and aim time. So yeah, didn't for Citron01. Citron01 played it very, very well indeed. So congratulations to Citron01. Thank you for sending in the replays. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give the video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.